back up, 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 back up. Wait a minute, I was told it's no back up, but it's all in my back up, but I won't be your back up, back up, living life in this back up. I might slip out and back up, but I won't be your victim. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up.
Is you thinking I'm jumping the leak in the lead? Immediately show up this evening and wait till you sleeping. Kick the door open, I'm scanning for motion. I'm just trying to make all my pockets obese. Don't want, I just want the Lucci. So me and all of my poochies can eat. Put his loose change, take his boo thing out the PF chains and take him K get steak or something. Something looking at me like I'm opaque or something. Don't I look like Drake or something? Something better tell mankind Undertaker coming.
Back up, back up. I was told it's no back up. But it's all in my back up. But I won't be your back up. Back up. Living life in this back up. I might slip out and back up. But I won't be your victim. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Come from off the top, the flow is hot, I got you shot. Come from off the top, you know I be smarter than Spock. Come from off the top, the flow is hot, I got you shot. Come from off the top, come from off the top.
Can't keep up, you too slow. You just watch, I control. I take half, you not whole. Got your mind, got your
This is a scenario, I'm in your area, this is your definitely. Turn up your stereo, get this jumping like Mario, now you ain't with me. You terrible, I might embarrass you right here in front of your whole family. Hot in Nigeria, this is the year of the beer, leave a hair on a chair so they know we was here. Staring in fear like a deer when the car coming near in the middle of the road, bit of beer. You don't wanna rock with the man, hands off of the grands, counting up bands while I talk to the fans. Knew I could jam, but the top wasn't playing. Now everybody wanna be friends. How you? Said I'm just fine, in the right place, at the wrong time. Said I go crazy, out of my mind. And I think back when daddy wrote down that it might scrape and it might grind, but you work hard and it might shine. Let me slow down, switch the time and quit hiding.
Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up,
Welcome to this week's episode of NBA 2K TV. We have a major announcement. We have a brand new My Team Unlimited champion.
Woot woot, the two finalists met in Chicago over the last weekend, and they went head-to-head for that $250,000 prize.
And 2K TV was there.
Here's a look at some of the action. Man, it wasn't one of us. I'm so mad.
Okay.
$2K TV is in the house for the NBA 2K20.
The Twin Cities, Minneapolis, is the scene for the Celtics. He'll weave in and out of traffic all night long. He'll leave your head spinning. Kemba Walker looking to light a spark for his team tonight as they ramp up for the raucous crowd at Target Center. Celtics Timberwolves, up next.
The 2K Sports Pregame Show.
And coming right up, the Minnesota Timberwolves in action against the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at the Celtics, they've been playing at a high level. They went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. One of the top coaches in the league, Brad Stevens, Shaq, you can see the disappointment in his face when they fail to run the offense the way it's designed.
Yeah, he don't like his players running a lot of ISOs. You know, he wants spacing. He wants that ball moving. Bing, bing, bing.
Well, Stevens is a master of creating mismatches. Very flexible in his approach. He'll tinker with the offense all season, Joe, just to get it right.
And now we send you to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the seven.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here alongside Karl-Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Walker.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, guys, Kemba Walker is a multiple-time All-Star. But from his first seasons in the league, stardom was not assured. Even he said, "I never saw myself playing at this level. There were times I didn't know if I even belonged in the NBA. I guess you could say I'm surprised." Now, Kevin, every player has those doubts at the beginning, but few overcome them the way Kemba has.
David, he's come a long way. Thank you. Right around mid-season here, Chris, more players-only meetings being held. Give us a little insight into what those are like.
Well, there's some really good ones, Kevin, and there's some bad ones. There's ones that goes, hey, guys, just wanted to bring us all here and say, man, listen, we could do a little bit better. We need to focus. I'll start with myself. I can be better on the boards. You need to be better guards over here. Those kind of meetings are good. Then there's the ones that say, listen, guys, we're going into playoffs. I need everyone to put the phones down. No more going out. Sacrifice. Tell your in-laws, tell your spouse, tell your family, listen, for the next month we're honed in where we can't come back. And then there's the ones that you don't like, the ones that finger pointing, saying, hey, guys, I called this meeting because I'm tired of all of you. None of you are putting up. And then another guy says, wait, I'm not doing my job. You're not doing your job. Then other guys come in and you kind of get how it goes. So a lot of different ways you can have meetings. But hopefully as a coach, you have great leadership. So at the end of the day, even if you have hurt feelings, guys come out better for it.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Timberwolves, they've got James Johnson. Russell is out there with Beasley. And it's Okogie in at the 3. Here's Okogie. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Johnson outside. Fires the 3. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Russell inside, guarded by Walker. For 3, Okogie. And no good. Now the Celtics take it the other way. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Yeah, Greg, it makes sense. I mean, when you look at where they both finished, there's a reason one team was in the playoffs and the other one was on vacation.
Here's Johnson. After Gordon Hayward's bucket, they get the rebound, and that one drops.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore. A tough one.
Baseline J on the way. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And Brown is a reliable threat from mid-range. I mean, effortlessly rising up to the nice-looking J.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. The pass to Russell. And they double up Russell. Passes it to Beasley. Just 5 to shoot. No good from outside.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Tatum's shot is off.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that. They've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Down low, here's Beasley. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Shot's good by Walker.
Well, he'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Johnson outside. Russell with a wide open look. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Boston leading by 4. Here's Brown, and the layup's good off the glass. Brown's got 6.
Oh, you love the level of concentration Brown maintains. I mean, taking the hit well and finishing in style.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Now Russell. Here's Okogie. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Kicks it to Beasley. There's the pass to Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trying to get open is Johnson.
Yeah, but the defense is doing a pretty good job of contesting those long-range shots.
Guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Rare do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum. Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
From deep, Walker. Rebound, Minnesota. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they just got ambushed. Not really expecting the comeback. And I mean, it came on quick and strong, but I think it could be a good lesson for them moving forward.
He covers a lot of ground with impressive long strides. Tatum excels at driving to the rack.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's Okogie. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Hayward comes with the double team. Inside. Trying to get open is Johnson. Okogie misses.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and gotten the perfect position to alter the shot.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
Hayward hits them both.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
And Okogie hits from deep. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 7-point differential. That one good for 2.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Beasley. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Beasley, the pass to Hernan Gomez. There's Russell with the 3. It doesn't go for him. Now the Celtics take it the other way. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
They just looked a step quicker all game long. They knew they had an advantage on offense.
Now here's Beasley. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Pass to Russell. Lets it fly. They grab their own miss. Shot's good by Hernangomez. Hernangomez has got his third bucket of the night.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Kemba Walker hitting his 3 to go. Johnson dishes to Russell. Again, Russell missing.
You got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Here's Okogie. 9-point game his last outing. Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Guys sometimes don't make it big when they first get on the scene. Late bloomers that have caught your eye right now in the league. Guys that have really picked up their game.
Well, how about D'Angelo Russell?
Good one,
Let's talk about getting traded, having to move at a young age. That really could be devastating for some players. So for him to have the skill set and the mental frame of mind to fight over that, I love it. And how about Julius Randle? I mean, I didn't see it coming. I knew he was a beast, but he's a beast.
You mean he's a beast?
Yeah, something like that.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Marcus Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Now, here's Culver. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Wanamaker the pass to Smart. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Outside, Russell. To the inside. Crabbe. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Crabbe is a polished scorer. I mean, he's skilled at converting close to the basket. You can't give him this kind of position.
And Wanamaker gets it to go. And the Celtics lead by 14.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Russell dishes to Culver. Here's Vanderbilt. Passes it to Spellman. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Russell with the 3. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
Here's Tatum. Good, nice job down low. Tatum's got 12.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but then that opens up some opportunities for their shooters. It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Culver kicks to Crabbe. Russell from long range. Good on the 3-point shot. 6 points for him.
Oh, my man way beyond the arc. D'Angelo snatched.
And it's Brown missing.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
Here's Culver. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Smart misses.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Russell passes to Crabbe. The layup missed.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay.
Took him no time at all on that one. Wanamaker's got his second bucket.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Russell passes to Spellman. Back to Russell. Shot from the wing. And Cantor pulls it down.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
Now here's Crabbe. He averages about 5 points a game. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Brown's got the ball. Finished off the break. Brown's got 8. Timberwolves trail by 14. Russell looking it over. Here's Spellman. Another miss by Minnesota.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
And the Celtics rebounding well this summer. From the loss of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, Kemba Walker possibly a better fit for this team.
And with their young core, understandable that they didn't want to extend Horford out to age 37. A revamped roster, but I think they remain a contender in the East. Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Out of Willard High School in Georgia, Jaylen Brown was ranked second in the class of 2015 after Ben Simmons. All the powerhouses came calling. He went the unexpected route, choosing UC Berkeley.
Celtics making a switch here. Williams has checked in. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at Boston, the season well underway, and they've been solid in third right now.
And, for Boston, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
Well, yeah, Greg, they had a plan coming into the year. They stuck to it, and it's worked to perfection.
And Cal Berkeley, not the biggest basketball program in the country. So, Chris, what led Brown to go there?
Well, former NBA All-Star Sharif Abdur-Rahim, another Wheeler High alum, took the same path. Look, Kevin, both of them welcomed the intellectual challenge. Now, Sharif, not only could he hoop, but now he's the president of the G League. And Jaylen Brown, he's the vice president of the Players Union.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
And after signing a 4-year, $52 million contract extension, Marcus Smart rewarded the Celtics, Chris, with the best season of his young career.
Yeah, his best shooting percentages by far. I mean, add in his continued progress as a playmaker. Don't forget he's the man on the defensive end. I think that's money well spent for Boston.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Williams gets the bucket.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, and it's because of the looks they're getting. Their offense is creating some great opportunities.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Now here's Culver. Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Spellman. He's covered by Brown. Spellman, no good. Now Cantor. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. Celtics out in front as they end the first quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach Brad Stevens. He said they go way back.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really recruited me at Butler and was kind of the first guy that I think believed in me that I could make it to the next level.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Celtics here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Boston, Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Enes Kanter is out there with Williams. And it's Wanamaker in at the point. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yet another player from the 2019 draft class who wasn't a top high school recruit. Jarrett Culver, 3-star guy, thin, unrefined, but in that sophomore year of college, boy, did he surprise some folks.
No good on the free throw. And Greg, when you talk about Culver, the one thing he did show in high school and again showed at Texas Tech, the ability to score.
Yeah, and he creates and makes shots against great defenders. Every team in the NBA is looking for that. His jumper, his handle, his ability to move without the ball, already NBA level stuff.
Good on the second free throw.
And Culver's game just screams potential. Already a good scorer, rebounder, and passer. Now the next step, improving that outside shot.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. He's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you. To the middle, stolen by Smart. Here's Hayward. Here's Williams. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Inside. And the layup is good.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Smart goes in. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Poked loose. Stolen by Smart. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
The tray. And Cantor pulls it down.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Nice shot by Smart.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Here's Culver. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. And there it is for him.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
Here's Smart. Makes it off the glass. Smart's got 10 points in the quarter.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
The pass to Vanderbilt. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Smart on the wing. He had 31 points in the win against the Clippers.
But we got to talk about his D2. 4 steals in the game. I mean, a complete all-around effort for him.
And so it's Minnesota with it. Marcus Smart missing that last shot. Here's Wanamaker. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Wanamaker's got 12.
And, guys, give them credit. I mean, they've taken advantage of the turnovers in the open floor.
Culver with it. He has 5. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Celtics. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
That one goes. Count it.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Culver, and then Culver with the dunk.
And that attacking mindset, when Culver sees an opportunity like that, he just grabs it.
Got that one up quick.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Crabbe kicks to Culver. Here's Spellman. The shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
An impressive all-around player. Culver passes the ball well for a guy at that position.
Wanamaker misses. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter, over 60% shooting. To the wing on the left, the shot by Culver, nobody around. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Hayward. Lays it up off the glass. Hayward's got his 2nd basket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Down low, here's Crabbe. No good, shot missing. Good work defensively by Smart. Here's Wanamaker, and again it's Boston converting. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 11 from the floor, over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. And he bangs it home with one hand.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Now, here's Culver. He has 7, and Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And then for Boston. Daniel Tice is checked in for Kanter. Tatum comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Kemba Walker in for Smart. And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. A lot of player ejections in the playoffs last year. In fact, the highest in 3 decades. Seems like tensions, with the officials, are still escalating.
Well, yeah, the relationship between the players and the referees, it's always an ongoing process, and it's definitely getting better. But last year we had the highest number of new referees in the history of the NBA. And so you're going to have growing pains when you have younger guys and understanding the culture of the league. But I like the way that we're going, and some of those rejections were warranted. Some of them weren't. I just look at that year as, that just happened. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to hold players and referees accountable to last season. I think we need a little bit more context before we make a decision on player ejections and flagrants and things like that. Just a little more research.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging 5 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
So it's the Celtics now, following the 3 by Minnesota. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Monday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, and Kevin, they'll never admit it, but a road trip like this one is the last thing they want to see. When you are letting games slip away from you, like this team has recently, you do not want to be in hostile territory.
First free throw is good. One negotiating concession the league wants from the Players Union: prospect attendance, Chris, at the draft combine and team-wide access to player physicals.
Well, this is a tough one because I don't think that a team that is not interested in you should have your physical. And we all know that information is shared, and so it should be genuine in the teams that are truly interested. And so I understand agents holding back on that. Medical information is something very serious that just because you have an opportunity to be drafted, your information shouldn't be spread all across the world just because you're at a combine. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but basically you just want a level playing field for everyone. And if we have that, it'll be better for everyone. But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
The Celtics shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Finished off the break. Russell's got 8 points.
And just changing ends in transition there. You have to stick close to Russell defensively, or he'll get crazy on you.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Timberwolves. Launches a 3. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Launches it through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting strong.
Now, here is Russell. 26 points for him last game against Charlotte.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low. He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
That is prime-time point guard play. A sensational find by Walker to set up the easy bucket.
Here's Russell. He's got 8. Pass to Beasley. Johnson outside. Trying to find Hernan Gomez. Gets it to him. Good. Hernan Gomez has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Fires from the wing. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
And it's Russell in the corner. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Here's a Kogi. Rebound, Boston. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Tatum. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. 14 points for Jason Tatum.
Kemba Walker refusing to let the defender alter his shot. Tatum's focus and drive, it's what helps him finish hard shots.
Here's a Kogi. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Goes up on the wing, and Tice gets it to go. Tice has got his first basket.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there.
Tatum drives in, and another basket for Boston.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
Now, here is Russell. 8 points for him. Okogie misses.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Here's Wanamaker. The shot off that time, and Minnesota will come the other way. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him.
He's doing some good work from long range. I mean, he had 2 threes in the first quarter, and now he's got 1 in the second. Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
Brown is checked in for Brad Wanamaker. Deep 2 from Russell. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Russell's got 13.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Tatum.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Outside, Russell passes it to Okogie. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
And so it's Minnesota with it after Jaylen Brown's miss. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Pulls up, high post. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. He's got 14.
Just a smooth-looking jump shot. Brown looking totally comfortable firing from out there.
Johnson outside. Johnson double-teamed. Beasley outside. To the left wing. Here's Russell with the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Now the loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it, fans.
I've been on my lonely trying to ride life. There ain't no more days up in this lifeline. She said don't be stressing in the limelight. But get your mind right. Hey, prayers up for the most part. Ain't no killing on the sofa. Head gone, head so far. In the clouds any minute now. I should get it now, already told ya. I've been tired of the useless. I've been tired of the using. I ain't even to the loosely. No, don't move me. Thinking it's a movie. I just wanna make a move, see. It gets like that when it just
And Walker's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Baseline try, and another basket for Boston.
Oh, and Walker, with his great balance and coordination, is very smooth transitioning into the pull-up.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's Russell with the 3, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
And his shot, has come around. For most of the first quarter, it looked like he might be in for a long night.
Basket good. Tatum's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
Russell passes to Hernan Gomez. Beasley with a clean look. Poked away.
Oh, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
Tatum drives in. And so it's Boston. Going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, you're in a good position here at the break. What do you tell your team to make sure they don't let up?
Well, I don't think it's about letting up or playing better. Or it's just playing the right way. We just have to play good basketball. And we talked about it before the game. That's our goal going into the game. That doesn't change no matter what the score is. So that'll be the discussion at halftime.
Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Out in front at the half is Boston. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny?
Well, the bench came in and helped them run away with this one. Tremendous job of getting loose, getting open, and drilling shots. You always want that spark off the bench, and these guys delivered.
How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
Well, there's no wonder they're getting blown out. No energy, no fight in the rebound battle. Ernie, you got to pick it up. You got to pick it up starting now, or it's going to be impossible to come back. Like the Pythagorean theorem, times 50, times 100, times 50, times 10. Impossible to figure out, Ernie.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Boston shooting has been sensational, 75% for the game. Russell is out there with Beasley. Then it's James Johnson. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency, but players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices, and some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
The NBA fans sometimes called the sixth man. Chris, talk about what a difference a raucous crowd, a home crowd, can make for a team and a player.
Well, I could talk about that from my experience, but let's talk about from my experience first. Sacramento, we had a lady called Sign Lady. Now, of course, she had a real name, but she says, just call me Sign Lady. She would make the most beautiful signs. Vlade, we believe in you. Peja, every shot is good. She make them creatively. They'd be bright. They'd be big. And we looked for her for encouragement. The cowbells, how loud everyone there was. Some first-time gamers saying, this is my first game coming to watch. Go win, Chris. Or people that's been like, I've never missed a game. You want to do it for the fans. How loud they are. How they get on the teams. How they get on the refs. You got to love it. And then for the rest of the league, oh, my God. Last year in the playoffs, going to the Milwaukee Bucks, their home arena, that new arena they have there, oh, crazy. You want to talk about crazy fans? Go out to Toronto and hang outside with 10,000 crazy fans in the rain while they're singing and shouting and having fun over there in Jurassic Park. And we all know about the great fans that Golden State had all their years in Oracle, some of the most loyal fans ever. The sixth man, the fans being the sixth man, that is not a cliche. That is not made up for PR purposes. That's true and real. And some of the best players will tell you how those fans have taken them over the top, giving them energy to win some games.
Yeah, a lot of energy.
Yes.
Shooting two.
Free throw good, Hernan Gomez. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Walker. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And for a guy who only stands 6'1", Walker can be a strong finisher in the painted area.
Russell passes to Johnson. Back to Russell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
The Timberwolves have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
2 shots. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
The second overall pick back in the 2015 NBA draft. Russell having earned his first All-Star game appearance in 2019.
No good on the second free throw.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 20. To the paint, here's Johnson, and it's blocked. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Taking a look at Minnesota. This season has been a struggle for them. They're down at the bottom of the conference.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
No, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating to everyone, the players, the coaches, the fans. I mean, there was the idea that they might struggle, but now reality is setting in. The movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit.
Wow, hammering it in!
Oh, my goodness. This is the toughness that Brown exudes on a nightly basis. He's skilled at staying in control in difficult spots.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Jaylen Brown.
That free throw good from Brown.
And for Brown, it's about consistently improving. We've seen flashes from him, but now it's time for him to meet expectations.
Russell. Good work there as it goes. Russell's got 22 points.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Beasley against Brown. Russell kicks to Beasley. Trying to get open is Johnson. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
From the wing, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 21 points for Jaylen Brown.
It's amazing. The development of Brown as a scorer, and he's an exciting two-way talent. He's showing us all that tonight.
And that one is good by Beasley.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's Brown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. 23 points for Jaylen Brown.
Oh, he's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them the fits out there.
Russell kicks to Hernan Gomez. Beasley for 3. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And here's Beasley. 15 points in the game. Johnson outside. Back to Beasley. 6 to shoot from deep. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Here's Brown. Plays it up and banks it in. Brown's got 27 points.
Now, this is what we've seen from Brown. Beating bigger guys, using quickness, beating smaller guys, using power.
Pass to Beasley. Three-pointer. And another three for Minnesota.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And it's Walker penetrating. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Well, Walker has speed to burn. A nightmare keeping him out of the paint.
For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. There's Russell with the 3, and Tatum pulls it down.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. He's got 24.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
To the inside. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Here's Brown, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
Wow, he's just incredible at understanding the game. Hayward is so good at making the defense pay for leaving guys open.
To the paint, here's Johnson, and again it's Minnesota converting.
He's been a different player since halftime, coming on strong now.
Tatum drives in, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Wow, I am more impressed by Tatum every time I watch him. That's a veteran.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Moves on moves. Greg, that's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Inside, here's Okogie. Banked in off the glass. Okogie's got 5 points so far.
Now that's how you lead your teammate into an easy scoring chance. I love that assist.
And taken away by Johnson. It's Russell with the drive. And he uses the glass on the layup. Russell's got 5 points in the quarter.
With a gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher.
Wasted no time on that one.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Beasley for 3. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feed. Johnson's got 4 assists now tonight. Here's Tice. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence. I don't think the D does good enough here. But something causes the miss.
13 feet away. And another basket for Boston.
I mean, a very skilled finisher inside. Even with defenders close, he'll find a way to score.
Minnesota's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Here's Okogie, defended by Hayward. Russell from long range. And Boston with the rebound.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Took him no time at all on that one. Walker's got 19 points.
Fantastic recognition from Walker. Superb at reading the defense and torching them with the J.
Russell passes to Johnson. Will it go? It's blocked. Hayward outside. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
All that work Hayward's done in the weight room has paid off. He can make those tough finishes through contact now.
Outside, Russell. The pass to Okogie. Now, Hernan Gomez. Shot clock at 6. Deep 2 from Russell. And too long on the shot. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Well, so important to have three-point shooters that can stretch the defense and open things up. These small forwards have been doing just that over the last month. Fifth on the list, Gordon Hayward.
I mean, you've got a dilemma when it comes to any of the guys on that list. Stay up tight on them on the perimeter, and you risk them blowing by you. But if you back off, you might get your feelings hurt.
Well, hurt in a big way, Greg. The damage they can do from three-point range is immense. I mean, there's some cold-blooded killers from long range.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Oh, just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
A quick-minded player. Russell can adapt to defenses and put the ball through the hoop.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two. There's the foul. That's against Minnesota. The Celtics have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Two shots. Last on the first.
The first free throw is good, so both teams making some changes here. And Brown drops them both. Minnesota's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
And here's a look at the stats for Smart. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's right around 13 points a night, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. 19 points for Marcus Smart.
Oh, he's getting after it offensively. Smart, putting up some points.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Smart over to help. Noel. No good on the three. .135 left to play in the third. Here's Cantor. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
I remember when you get in trouble for shooting the three as a big man. Now teams want their bigs operating outside the three-point line.
Noel, guarded by Smart. Shot to stop the run. Spellman, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Offensive rebound, Cantor. And the baseline jumper, no good.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Oh, textbook defense. I mean, it took a good angle to the shooter and bothered the release.
Crab, good.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Cantor's got 5 points in the quarter. The Timberwolves shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Noel, guarded by Smart. To the right side. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go hard.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
pelo aquí, yeah. Debajo del sol, debajo del sol. A 200 millas en un jet ski, y no tienes pelo aquí, debajo del sol, debajo del sol.
Here's Wanamaker. He's got 23. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Jacks up a three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Brad Wanamaker.
23 seconds left to play in the third. Now, here's Culver. He has 7. There's Crabbe with the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Crabbe's got 6 points in the quarter.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Smart misses.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for Boston. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We come back right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Ogilvy is out there with Williams. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Green in at the 2-guard spot. Edwards, that's good.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other 4 guys. I mean, they can't give him open jumper.
No problems knocking that one down. And that's 10 points for Jarrett Culver.
And looking good there from distance. Culver fundamentally sound with his jumper.
And the NBA 2K League, C-Web, the first e-sport operated by a U.S. pro sport. And it's quickly growing. You throw down on the sticks?
Yeah, just a little announcement to all the GMs in the 2K League. I am available. I'm a free agent. I'm ready to go. I'm nice on the sticks. I can play career mode, team mode, one-on-one mode. Whatever you need from me, I am ready to go. But I love it, man. It's great to see people who love this game, whether it's virtual or real life. It's hoops, baby.
So much fun. First one falls for him.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Minnesota shooting at 51%. Really solid. Over to the wing for the 3. The rebound by the Celtics. Kanter's got 8 rebounds in this game. And here's Green outside. Sinks the triple. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, he may just have to put a little more arc under that. But either way, it's a tough shot.
Here's Spellman. He kicks to Culver. 5 to shoot. Softly drops in the floater.
And how about the balance there from Culver? Really good at staying in control despite the D being all over him.
Ogilvy. Again, the Celtics good for 2. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in.
Williams.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Reed. It's not going to go for him. Now Boston takes it the other way. Culver with the steal. And the layup's good off the glass. Culver's got 7 now in this quarter.
I'll tell you, Culver has an array of moves once he gets into the paint.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Off target with his three. The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. And the Timberwolves with possession here. To the middle. Here's Spellman. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
That was just a perfect possession. Getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Edwards can't hit. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Baseline jumper. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Reed the pass to Culver. And Shemi Ojeleye picks up the foul. That's his first foul. See, Webb, if we lower the draft age back to 18, the league will take a larger role developing high school players. Your thoughts?
Well, I think I think it could be a safety net. You know, so many kids are vulnerable at this time, and they don't have a system, and that's why everything's kind of been messed up for players trying to figure out what is the correct system. How do I really get immersed? I want to be in the NBA. What is the right way? And I think the younger you are, with the more direction that you have, it can only turn out to be a safer process, I would hope.
And getting better pro-level training, too, coaching.
Yeah, pro-level training, pro-level knowledge, pro-level relationships. I think it's a great thing by the league.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Edwards makes it off the glass.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
And Culver gets it to go on the assist by Martin. Culver's got 11 points here in just the second half. Here's Edwards. Again, the Celtics good for 2. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Now Culver. The other day, Chris, I heard Commissioner Adam Silver talking about that it strikes him sometimes how isolated players can be with cell phones and headphones, and those things wouldn't help that. Is it something that you've noticed or that you're concerned about?
You mean with my nephews and nieces and friends that are younger and kids walking across the street looking at their phones and not even looking both ways?
You know, your play-by-play partner, whoever it might be.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You know, Kevin, those are the times. And so I would tell Adam Silver, Mr. Commissioner, yeah, that's a basketball problem. That's a world problem. How are we going to stop any of that? We're here now. There's no putting that genie back in the bottle, Kevin.
They retain possession, and the shot goes in. Boston's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Edwards can't hit. Minnesota's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Timberwolves passing it around.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. The shot by Ojeleye, no good. Timberwolves have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Down low, Evans, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Cantor. Well, the book, Greg, is the same for Enes Kanter as it's always been. Great score inside, but his defense leaves you wanting.
And Kevin, at this point, he is who he is. I mean, for better or worse. Kanter is still a force off the bench to give a team some post presence in their second unit, but not sure he'll ever be a player to build around.
2 shots. Last on the first.
That's good from Kanter. And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League because I'm really nice. Matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game that I'm talking on right now. But secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Swoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies, oh, they have game. And I can't say I follow one the most because even the G League and their all-star game I follow. Right now it's a great time for hoops, and all 3 of these leagues I'm in.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Timberwolves shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. To the inside. Here's Reed. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes, Greg, it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Celtics have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Edwards. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Oh, yeah, difficult finish, but if you expected him to back down, you better think again.
For Boston, they've gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Yes, that goes in. So it's the Timberwolves now. Chris, what's your definition of most valuable player?
LeBron, Michael Jordan. Okay, let me. Okay, the best player in the league. That's my definition. Who makes players better? Who brings the fans into the game? There's only one type of player that's an MVP, and there's only about 6 guys in a year that can be MVP. But if you're talking about guys that help you, let's say, are the best on a contract or getting the most bang for their buck, you got to look at guys like a Siakam. You know, he's just making over $2 million this season, still playing on that rookie contract, and those are the guys that are on their way up. So you can always find young talent playing for maybe less than what they should be getting at that time, but the most valuable player continues to be the top 6 players of the league, period.
On the free throw, no good. Boston's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. A nice shot by Poirier. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Pass to Reed. Noel. Edwards defending. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And so it's Minnesota with it. 6 to shoot. Kicks it to Evans. Over Edwards. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Ring shot on the way, and it's Boston with another. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Outside, Martin. It's Evans on the wing. Money from the wing.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
The Celtics shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable. Edwards, that's good.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Pass to Reed. Chris, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think is adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys, and so you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports and use them in business. So in business, I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it. Get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings, and be the last one that leaves. And just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next. And you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice, too. And the pass to Evans. Three-pointer. And it goes for the 5th time, and 10 shots for him this game.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, yeah, Greg, you see more teams doing this nowadays. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the 3-ball.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, and it's inexcusable, but all too common. Basketball one-on-one. When the shot goes up, put a body on someone.
Reed gets the bucket.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set them up.
Poirier, no good.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Evans takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Evans has got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
And he finishes nicely on the layup.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Oh, they must ramp up the effort level, the intensity level. They're making it too easy for him out there.
Disregarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic, even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories. Whether you're talking about the Vlade Divas or the Sabos that came into the game, and even you can
Dirk
go to
Nowitzki.
Marshall
Nonis,
Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to them, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Boston.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will push their record to 39 wins and a good effort tonight.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kemba Walker.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
And he can't hit the second. With the G League growing by leaps and bounds, one is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
Yeah, they love it.
Can you imagine Mexico? Oh, my
They'll
God.
love it.
This
You
would
better
be
believe
great. Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans in. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we're one league, that team is theirs, and they take that pride on, and it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be at one of the first games when that happens because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're ahead by 35. 36 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
She probably right. One thing that's for sure, not a stranger to this life. Not a sacred for the breaker, and a shoulder for the. Don't know it like myself. I say self-made, meaning I design myself. Fade, you can pull my foul yourself. Myself, nah. Right, I like the life I built. West side 60, I might got. Standing so tall, I think I might got stilts. Legendary baller like Mike, like Will. 96 Impala, more wheels. Up against the wall, got Fox Hills. Like a boss asked me how I feel. Successful street, touching them first meals. All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. One slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life. Yeah. All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. One slice.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Kemba Walker.
And he's been the man running the show for them, and boy, has he done a great job. He's up in the double digits in assists, and more than a few of those have been of the spectacular variety. For them to be successful, his passing has to be a key component, and tonight it was on display.
Well, he needed a game like this badly. He's been struggling for a while now, but tonight he broke out of that slump in style. Evans outside. Noel. Edwards defending. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Green. Knocks it loose. Martin with it. Pass to Reed. It's Evans on the wing. The three-pointer no good. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.